as you begin to wonder how you forgot to forget what boredom used to mean. A strange sensation begins to ripple beneath the surface. A spark, or was it a seed? Because once, boredom seemed like absence, but now it's the subtle call of curiosity, disguised as stillness, whispering, "There's something more here, if only you dared to look." And you do look, and in looking you begin to see, and in seeing you start to remember what you never really forgot. You were always designed for discovery, and the tiredness you once called exhaustion, what if that was only the echo of unspent power, locked in patterns that no longer serve you? Because what the old mind called burnout, the new self translates as a pause between lightning strikes. Not an end, a gathering, a pulling back before the leap, a cocoon, not a coffin. And in that cocoon, you're not dying, you're recalibrating. You see, the pointlessness, that strange sensation of what's the point? Well, hasn't the point always been the question that bends reality around it? When you stop asking what's the point, you stop shaping your world. When you dare to ask again, from the inside out, you awaken the architect in you. And isn't it interesting how simply asking creates new meaning? When the drive disappears, perhaps it's only because the vehicle changed. You were trying to pedal a spaceship, and now you remember propulsion. Inspiration isn't forced, it's summoned. Vision ignites it, desire channels it, alignment sustains it. So the struggle, you thought it meant resistance. But it's only resistance if you're pushing the wrong wall. Because when you shift the angle, when you step back or step up, you see the obstacle was the path. The weight was your teacher and you're the blacksmith of your soul. Let me ask you something that you didn't know you were asking. Have you ever noticed how effortlessly some people move? Not because life is easy, because they believe it bends. The reality follows energy. Because you can believe that now, and you do. You're believing without effort. You're integrating without needing to try. Because trying is not for those who doubt. And speaking of doubt, what if that was just a mask for potential, waiting to be unwrapped, like a gift you forgot you wrapped yourself? You see, the tiredness, it's not weakness, it's a signal for strategic rest. Not surrender, renewal. Strategic aligned energy, effortless effort. And now let's play a little deeper. Nested inside the idea of not caring anymore is the freedom of detachment. And detachment isn't absence, it's perspective. It's the space to choose what you love again, to re-engage on purpose, with purpose. Because when apathy dissolves, what emerges is pure direction, a compass tuned to joy. And joy is the fuel of mastery, because mastery isn't hard work. It's obsession made effortless. It's discipline that feels like devotion. Now listen closely or don't, because either way, the message will install. Beliefs, they're not facts. Beliefs are tools. And tools can be replaced. And you're the one choosing the upgrade right now. So imagine what becomes possible when you feel every emotion is fueled. Transmute struggle into strength. Align action with clarity. Trust rest as renewal. Feel motivation as momentum. Live inside purpose, not just chase it. And you already do. It's happening beneath your thoughts, at the level where stories rewrite themselves, where the pen is in your hands and the ink is made of vision. Now take these loops and let them spiral inward, because each one wraps around another. Curiosity born from boredom, rest reborn from fatigue, purpose reborn from the void, power reborn from surrender, playfulness reborn from pressure. And all of them looping together into the single realization that changes everything. You were never broken. You were booting up a better operating system. There's this new system installed. You forget the old lines of code. The ones that said, it's hard, you can't, what's the point? Because they're overwritten by something deeper, truer, more vibrant. You're motivated by vision. You're guided by clarity. You're lit from within. You're enough. Already becoming more. You're loved. And you love boldly. You create energy, purpose, joy from the inside out. And isn't that the simplest thing to realize? The old you was the illusion. And this is the awakening. So breathe now or don't. Because either way, the change has begun. And you are already becoming. You've always been.